Lana, you're back. You made it back to the race. Yay!
I had to do a quick layover because, sometimes things happen and I had to do a quick layover, but I met you all in Uruguay. I'm here.
Well, now Jack is delayed, so,
Right. And,
I've been on time all season. For once.
For once. This is your
For
season,
once I'm having For once I'm having good flights because, well...
Oh, no, I got delayed, baby. They kept me.
Last one I actually took... that was a bad experience. But anyway, hi! Welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network. I think that's cuter. I've been thinking about that for a moment. I'm like, yeah. So, welcome to the Cup TV, part of the Currently Unnamed Podcast Network, where we spill the real and tea on reality.
We put the real in the
Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality, and you can always come to us first to quench your thirst.
Absolutely.
We'll get there. By we, I mean I'll get there. I'm Logan Murphy. Say something gay. Gay, I am currently just still drinking some water because hydration is of the essence of home.
And hello, hi. I'm back. I'm Lana, your resident evil diva, here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because I love some tea. Purr. And if you have some tea, don't do hit me up. I'm not drinking anything because I drank it all, and I didn't grab anything to drink in between recordings because breaking the fourth wall. We got many recordings today, so
Lana has a lot.
Yeah,
and I also do, but not as many as Lana. So I, for one, am thankful for that.
And you know what? But it's okay because I will do it because I am dedicated to putting out great content for you guys. So you should subscribe while you're here. Since we're working so hard, you should do that.
And you know what else they should do, Lana?
Get a cup mug or any of our cup merch. Ooh, wait a minute, panel full of cup mugs, panel full of cup mugs. Beer. Okay. But yeah, you can get your cup mug or any of our cup merch at lanagcreations.etsy.com. The link will be in the description below. To those who have been getting it, and I see you, I appreciate you, I thank you, and your cups are on the way. But you can get
I love it.
Don't just stop at the cup mug. Get other cup merch. You got cup bottles.
The bottle is cute.
The bottle's cute. Get some cup socks. Get some cup hats.
Or the hat's back.
The hat is there.
Oh, I'm gonna have to get a hat.
Get a hat. Get a cup hat. And I'm working on the cup shirt. I just want to make sure the design is good, but I want the cup shirt. So work on that. And so, yeah, we're working on it. So check it out.
Wonderful.
But we do ship here domestically here in the U.S. and in Canada and Mexico. And for you international fans, I'm there. I know what the problem is, and I know how to fix it. So we'll let you know as soon as the problem is solved.
Fabulous. Well, we are back. It is episode 7 of The Amazing Race. We're almost done.
Yeah.
We only have 3 more.
Yeah.
I'm kind of sad about that.
Yeah.
This has been a really good season.
Absolutely.
And I am very happy to say that 7 episodes in, our friends are still there. Thrilled.
And not doing there. Well.
Oh, we will discuss it at length because I want to know your thoughts about Angie and Danny throughout the last couple of legs. But before we do, make sure to subscribe if you are not already because we're here almost all the time, giving you almost all things reality TV. And if you head to the description below, you could also find all 3 of our other YouTube channels, as well as our audio podcast links, of which we will start having several of them very soon. And you can find our membership channel links either over on our main channel, The Cup Pod, or over on our Patreon. Same content, different platform. All those are down in the description below. So, Lana, we are coming off of the Mega League. Give me your thoughts. It's been a minute. I want to know all your thoughts about this season because honestly, it's been a phenomenal season of Amazing Race.
Absolutely. I've enjoyed the season. Even when I couldn't be here to talk about it, I've been keeping up with it because I just enjoy the Amazing Race, period. But I enjoyed this season because, this season, I like everybody. Once again, this is another season where I like everybody. Yes. And anybody leaving is like, oh, I'm sad about it. And so I was very excited last week for the Mega Leg. I love a good Mega Leg.
I'm so sorry. Mega Leg.
I love a good Mega leg.
But I did not have it ready.
I could be doing it myself. It's sitting
I'm
right in front of me.
I'm keeping my cursor on the thing.
Yeah, so. But I do, and it was so fun to see it. I thought it was great. Was I sad about the outcome? Absolutely, because I love Derek and Shalisa. I thought they were so wonderful and amazing. And even
I was
when
ready
Derek,
for them to go.
Yeah, you were ready for them to go?
I was ready for them to go. They were both getting on my nerves by the end of the mega leg.
No,
I think just a scotch.
They didn't get on my nerves because I understand their dynamic. And once you know their dynamic, it's just like you have to accept people for who they are. And that is totally, their dynamic. Yeah. And so it didn't get on my nerves. And I understand why it would get on other people's nerves. Yeah. But I know people like them. I know them.
Totally.
So therefore, I was like, it's just like normal, my normal auntie or uncle fighting or not fighting, right, or my uncle relating, trying to make my aunt do something, and she kind of like nagging him, he kind of nagging her, and it's kind of like I get it. So I didn't get on my nerves, but I was very sad to see them go because I really appreciate the older people getting out there doing it and doing it well, and they were doing it well for a long time in this race. They held on as long as they could. I enjoy watching Danny and Angie just thrive in these challenges and in the navigational skills. And Danny was just doing it. I was sad to see how much Angie struggled. And I understood their points of why they wanted her to do the roadblocks and get them out the way because it made sense for later on down the road when she would have to.
There's so much flexibility and uncertainty with a mega leg that
Absolutely.
Honestly, and we talked about it last week, like this is the time where I don't know necessarily that she should have done either of these roadblocks.
No, probably not. But
I think it was such a good idea because I've kept saying over the last couple of weeks, I was like, Angie needs to start doing roadblocks because Danny is going to run out of roadblocks soon.
Absolutely.
It would not surprise me if he runs out next episode. I'm going to be honest.
I mean, I think she's done some.
I think he's done 5. And I think it's 5 and 3.
3. So yeah, she just has to do more, and she has to stop being so scared. And that's the thing. I think she's so scared of, I'm not going to be able to do this. Sometimes you just have to do it. And even if you fail, you have to do it because it's going to get to the end of the race and you're going to be there and then you're going to have to do it. And those are the times when you don't want to have to do it. You can have options, but
definitely.
But I love them. I love seeing their navigational skills. I love seeing how they, they really much led that alliance that they were having, that they led them. They were like, we all gonna work together this mega leg. And they worked together. They had the strategy. They got everybody to the finish line in a decent amount of time. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed this whole mega leg of it all. And yeah, I enjoyed it. I was so excited to watch each episode. And Brick and Fourth Wall, I watched both of these episodes back to back because when I wasn't here last week, because I just couldn't do it, and so I couldn't watch it. So I watched it this week, and I just enjoyed. I just had a good moment of watching 2 beautiful episodes of Amazing Race, and I had a good time. It was a fun day.
And we're going right into another phenomenal episode
Absolutely.
of Amazing Race as well. As we always do here, we're going to dive very quickly into the overall structure of the episode and then kind of flesh it out from there. So we are headed from, where were we last episode? We were in a country, Bolivia? I don't remember what country we were in last episode. We were in Argentina. We are traveling from Argentina. I was like, it's one of the countries. I don't remember. We're traveling from Argentina to Montevideo, Uruguay, the southernmost capital city in South America. Yep. Teams are starting at the Fortaleza del Caro in 3 groups. That first group is Juan and Shane and Ricky and Caesar. The second group is Rod and Leticia, Amber and Vinny. And the third group is Angie and Danny, Yvonne and Melissa, and Sunny and Busy. Teams are traveling to Puerto Logístico Punto de Sayago for the roadblock for the episode Who Wants to Make Sparks Fly, where team members have to weld 2 pieces of metal together at a right angle that could withstand 2 smacks from a big old hammer.
Big old hammer.
Big old hammer. They're then driving to Ciudad Vieja to get their clue for the detour, which was candombe or murga. In candombe, teams had to perform a candombe drum routine, where both people were playing different tempos. So that was like the big part of the challenge. And in murga, teams had to sing a murga song, learn the routine in order to receive their clue. They then head to the pit stop at Playa Malvin and find Jeff on a beach.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, honestly, it felt like most of this episode was the roadblock.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't, for me, it didn't seem like they spent a whole lot of time on the detour because both detours felt very, not simple, but like it felt like people got through the detours very quickly.
Yeah. Most people were hung up on this welding part of it all because they were like, you know, they would follow the instructions, they would do the welding. So they thought.
Yeah.
And then they would get to the man with the big hammer and just smash right away. Just smash it up. The first few people, I was
gonna say Caesar and Shane were the two that struggled the most with this roadblock.
And they were the first two there. And they were just like trying to get in and get out. And they were just not following the techniques. Mm-hmm. Now, for Shane and Juan, Juan was sick. Juan had food poisoning.
Yeah.
Got food poisoning.
Shane kind of stepped up throughout the whole leg.
They had to, here's the thing. They were able to get their own hotels from Expedia for this next.
Loved it.
It was so cute. They all got to pick and book these amazing hotels. Like, these were amazing hotels. Like, they were like hotels with pools and this restaurants and these things. So they got to pick amazing places to rest. And throughout that time, Juan just happened to eat something that totally disagreed with him. So
and of course it's happening during the rest days too.
During the rest day, right? Yeah. So it's just like, oh no, sick. And now he has to go out and do these challenges, feeling like absolute crap.
Yeah.
But he had a partner in Shane who totally stepped up for him and was like, I got this. Let's do this. I got it. Let's go. And just like, I was like, that was beautiful. That was nice. Yeah. I felt bad for Juan because I've had food poisoning before. It's not fun.
It's not cute. You don't want to do anything.
No, you just want to
let alone a race around the world.
Right. Running is not something you want to do with food
poisoning. Running? I don't want to do that in general. Right. I don't want to run in general, let alone with food poisoning. Like, Jesus.
Like, no, thank you. No, thank you.
I'm fine personally.
Absolutely. But yeah, they did it. But Caesar and Shane were having the hardest time with keeping the welding together. Like, they had to have it at this degree angle like that and weld in the middle. But like you said, they were trying to rush it. So they didn't follow the techniques of the welding. And they were
both trying to speed through it, which, to be fair, is something that both of them have done.
Absolutely.
Both of those teams have done very frequently throughout roadblocks.
Absolutely. And they've done it well.
Though, was to go over it several times.
And
because the more times you go over welding, the stronger it's going to end up being.
And it was a certain like pattern because they were like, you need to go up and down, up and down, up and down, and just go down a line, up and down, come back, up and down, up and down. And everybody was kind of just like dots, and it was like, no, you can't dot it. But yeah, they had a hard time, and boy, it was so funny. I felt bad the first time Caesar and Shane got up there to do it. They looked like, oh, this is perfect, this is great, and that man said, whack. First time, done. Done. And so after a while, it kind of got frustrating. I think they both ended up doing it like 3-4 times to get it done, and all the teams started showing up.
Yeah.
And all the teams were showing up and was doing it.
You've got Amber and Vinny showing up, and Rod and Leticia showing up from that second group. And they're both like, and Vinny walks in being like, so I've welded before. And Amber's like, so my dad was a welder. The number of people left in the race
dads were welders.
Who had somewhat, specifically dads, who were welders.
Yeah. I would not have had that experience. My dad would never weld.
Because it was Amber's dad, and then it was also
Sonny's dad.
Sonny's dad, yeah. And then of course Danny, being the nerd that he is, has welded before.
Making robots. Engineer. I'm like, what? Weird. Everybody had this experience of welding. I would have no experience of welding. I wouldn't know what to do with it. But Vinny comes in, and Vinny's like, welding, chip it away, putting it in the water, chipping it away, making it smooth. Mm-hmm. Here you go, sir. Hit it. That man said, thunk. Okay. Boom. And that thing just stayed. Vinny jumped 2 spots to get out of there. So quick, so fast. And Amber was like, my dad would be so proud. He's like,
the one moment this leg where they got along.
Absolutely.
Can we talk? I feel like this is the right time to talk about the Amber and Vinny of it all. Do you think they're still together? Because I don't. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't think they are. I tried to look on social media. I tried to look because I was curious. Because for the last couple of legs, it's been a lot of like both of them haven't really been the best communicators. Both of them have kind of been bringing the team down. I don't know about you, Lana, but in this leg, I was like, Vinny needs to just shut his ass up.
In this leg, I was like, oh, Vinny. That is so mean to say. Like, he was so mean. It was
mean-spirited.
Like, it was very mean. And I was just like, why? Why do you have to be so mean? And then, like, let's talk about the car. We can't find the car. And you like, it's this way. And she said, well, I think it's this way. Well, I think it's this way. And you're going your way and not seeing the car. So she's like, well, I think it's this way. Well, let's just go be wrong then. We were just wrong because you were wrong. And then they go and find out, yeah, she was wrong. But you were wrong and she was wrong.
But the only wrong that matters apparently is Amber.
Was her wrong. And I was like, that don't make no sense. And then you find the car. I was like, see what it is? No, you stumbled and got in the car. You didn't know where it was. Both of y'all were wrong. Just admit, like, okay, you know what? I have no idea where it is either. We don't know. We just have to calm down and figure this out together because we don't know where it is. And he was so caught up. You're bringing the team down. No, sir. You're bringing the team down.
Yeah.
This week, you are bringing the team down. Last week, she was bringing the team down. Like, they both go back and forth for me. That I'm just like, I need y'all to calm down. Because one week I'm Team Vinny. Next week I'm Team Amber. This week I'm Team Amber. And I'm like, oh.
And then even when we get to the detour, and like, it's just one of those things that Amber is just not getting.
I'm not getting it.
And Vinny treated it like they were about to be eliminated because of this.
Right.
Like, and if you notice, Lana, they didn't do any confessionals together at all this episode.
They did one together.
Did they?
Yeah, it was one together, but it was mostly separate. It was mostly separate. I mean, I don't know. I don't know about.
I'm going to be real honest. I hope she dumped him.
I mean, I hope they dumped each other.
Because
both of them are toxic for each other. Honestly, from what we're seeing on the show, they just don't seem like. And we always say the Amazing Race is a test for couples.
Yes.
And either you go on an Amazing Race and y'all go thrive and y'all go come out of it stronger than ever, like some couples, or you go come out of this more fractured than before and like realizing this ain't for us for a long-term marriage.
Because I remember the COVID season where like 4 teams didn't come back, and I think 2 of them were because they literally broke up.
I think it was just one.
Was it?
Yeah, I think it was just Carol and Ray.
And Ray, yeah.
I think they were the only one that broke up. The other one, some family died.
Someone was pregnant, I think.
Someone was pregnant.
Yeah.
As far as the couples, the pregnant, and then they broke up. So that's why they
wild ass season.
Wild season.
We did cover that season.
We did cover it. It was
We're on the main channel. Go check out that. What was that? 34?
30. Yeah, I think so. 34, 33, something like that. But it was wild. But yeah, so it just exposes you as a couple, I feel like, in the show. And even in this season, we're seeing how Ricky and Caesar are thriving as a couple. They're thriving because they listen to each other. Even when one of them is breaking down, it's like the other one is there to support. And that's what you need.
This was the first leg, though, I have to say, where we saw a bit of a chink in the armor.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And a lot of it had to do with Caesar at the roadblock, but then the detour, they didn't even really get through all that cleanly. And of course, Ricky's like, so I went to school for musical theater and voice performance. And I said, of course you did.
Absolutely. It makes sense.
Of course you did. I'm not surprised by this at all.
Absolutely. And even like we see with Rod and Leticia.
Mm-hmm.
They are thriving as a couple. They're doing so well. Even when he's like pushing her and she's like, I don't like this. They just know when to push and when not to push. Because he got
on my nerves last episode, I have to say. With the whole I'm the man of the house. You need to listen to me. I'm right. Like with the whole direction. Yeah, during the mega leg with the directions when they drove into the mountain.
Yes.
And he was like, well, you need to listen to me because I'm the man of the house, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, shut the
And that's a cultural thing. That's why it didn't bother me.
Because, but also Leticia is someone who's not going to put up with his shit.
I mean, Leticia is from a culture where that is very much cultural. Like in the Afro-Latina community, that is what it is. Like the machismo, the man, and this is it. We the man of the house. She knew who she was getting involved with when she met Rod. And he knew that she also is very spicy, and she ain't gonna take up with all his crap either. They know how to push, but they also know when to pull back. And so I can appreciate that. Yeah, that got on my nerves because it's like, man, shut up. But in that case, she said, man, shut up. And he was like, all right. And then they got to where they needed to go. Sure. And here's what's bothering me with Amber and Vinny, because they weren't losing. They weren't in last place. I can understand
if they were
you
in
being
last
like
place,
that.
Absolutely, yes.
I can understand if you act like that and because you're in last place. And that can bring a fraction. You could talk. You weren't even in last place at this point. So, I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's move because we're taking too much time.
What I want to talk about as well is all of the continued navigational issues going on with our gorgeous women at the back of the pack.
Busy and Sunny.
And Yvonne and Melissa. I'm like, no, I want you all to do good.
I was like, where are you going? Because Busy and Sunny. Oh my God, where were they?
Some of the best and most efficient detour and roadblock competitors we have ever seen on The Amazing Race, period. And the only reason they're not winning legs is because they do not have a directional compass to save their life.
And
it baffles me.
I
don't think we've ever seen this. Like, we probably have, and I'm just not remembering. I can't remember the last time that we've seen such a juxtaposition between so good at the tasks and so bad at finding their way to the tasks.
Yeah, no, we have not seen that. I'm sorry. I don't think we've seen it because either they're bad at both or they're good at both.
Yeah. Or you're good at directions, bad at the tasks. We see that a lot.
That we've seen. We've seen that a lot.
I don't know that we've seen good at tasks, bad at directions.
Yeah, it's been crazy. But Busy and Sunny are the juxtaposition of bad at directions, great at tasks. Once they get there, they nail it. They get in, they get out.
Sunny slayed this roadblock, and so did Yvonne. To be fair, they both did a really good job with it.
Ate it up, got in, got out, but it was the getting there that was the hard part for them. And I was like, oh, man.
I think the best one at this roadblock actually was Danny.
I think it was Sunny. Or no, Vinny. It was Vinny.
It was Vinny, Danny, and Sunny were the three that
they were the top three.
If you have a Y at the end of your name, you're going to be good at welding on this challenge. Apparently, that's where we're at. So and really, honestly, the detours were kind of there. Ricky and Caesar and Yvonne, the gays.
Yes.
The gays overall are the only ones that decided to be the singers.
Well, Logan, we would definitely be the singers.
Oh, absolutely.
I could learn.
Actually, I'm not too sure because I was a percussionist growing up.
I could keep a rhythm. I could do that, but I would want to sing because I just want to sing.
We would want to do both of these.
I'm like,
that's the problem.
I'm like, can y'all U-turn us so we can do both?
Honestly, can we be in first place, have y'all U-turn us, and then can we do both? Can we do both?
I can keep a rhythm.
If I know for sure I wasn't going home, I'm like, can we do both? That'd be cute. But no, I think overall we probably would end up doing the singing.
I would.
But
thinking about it
in Spanish,
no, I probably would have. No, that's what I said. Thinking about it, probably no. I probably would have did the drumming because I was like, do I have time to learn lines in Spanish? Which I probably could have.
I know a bit of Spanish.
You know Spanish,
I feel more confident in my percussion abilities than I do in my Spanish singing abilities.
Absolutely. Right.
So
I would probably be like, okay, let's work on that.
Yeah, I think, and honestly, I think it would have ended up being one of those things where if we were doing it, we probably would have initially decided to do the singing and then maybe switched.
Right, be like, you know what, learning this,
or we would have been at the clue box, just like, but like having this exact
this conversation, be like the singing because we both can sing and we know we could do it. You know some Spanish. I would have to learn all the Spanish.
I know a good amount of Spanish, but also if we were going on the race, I'd be like, Lana, you're downloading Duolingo and doing it 3 hours.
Absolutely. Now you don't do that, absolutely. But I would just be like thinking about it, like, do we have the time to learn the Spanish? Should we? Right. Where are we in the race? Are we first and we got time, or are we like in the middle or the back of the pack? No, we go do this percussion and get on out the way.
And of the people at this, at the drumming part of the detour, I think Angie and Danny did the best. They ate this up.
They ate it up.
I don't know how they do on the season, and I didn't want to know because I wanted to just be surprised and be happy for my friends. I'm so pleasantly surprised at how they're doing. Because I know Danny's a super fan, and I know he's been waiting for this for a while. It's been a minute since we've seen a team with an older mother do this well on Amazing Race, and that makes me so happy.
Absolutely.
Because the mother-son teams are always teams that I'm like, no, but you're really good and I want to root for you.
Right.
And especially, we know Danny. So, of course I'm rooting for them. But they did pretty well. We had a bit of a race to the mat.
We did. We had a good race to the mat.
And for a split second.
For
a split second, the way that they cut this and the way that Angie was like, we're coming, Jeff. I was like, oh my God, are they going to win? Phil. They're white men. It's fine. We're coming, Phil. You know what? There's a lot of CBS reality happening right now. Okay, Lana?
Yeah.
But I was like, for genuinely my exact reaction, I was watching with my roommate, my exact reaction, I was like, and then the moment she and Caesar pop up, I was like,
oh, me too. Literally my whole thing.
I deflated. And obviously I'm so happy for Ricky and Caesar because I really like them too.
I really like them, but I want
Angie and Danny to win a leg.
I was like, are they?
I think this is the best shot that they've had. Yeah. This and the leg in Colombia, I think, are the best shots that they've had.
Yeah. So
because that whole puzzle leg, that was all Danny.
That was Danny.
If they had started earlier in the lineup, I think they could have won that leg.
Yeah, I agree.
But
so good.
But yes, Ricky and Caesar do win the leg again.
Yeah.
They have not placed below second.
Second. Or third.
No. They have not. They have either been first. They have I think now it's 3 wins and 4 second places, I believe.
That's crazy. They are just a dominant team. They eat it up.
They are. At this point it's theirs to lose. Yeah. And if they win, fabulous. I love it. Wonderful. Fabulous. I love it. And they win Expedia cashback rewards for a trip to Paris. I love that all the locations are not in South or Central America.
I mean, they spent enough time there. They don't need to go back there.
And we're going to Central America next. So,
absolutely.
But But yes, Angie and Danny come in second. I'm so happy. I'm so happy for our friends.
Yes.
Rod and Leticia come in third. Solid leg.
Solid.
Again, solid leg. They're another team that I honestly think, given the right circumstances in a final leg, I think they could pull it out. I really do.
Absolutely. They just can't get lost. And that's been their problem.
The one thing I don't know about them, and I think what would put Ricky and Caesar at a bit of more of an advantage over Rod and Leticia, is I don't know what their memorization skills are like. And I don't know how much of that they've been doing.
Absolutely. Have they been keeping up with everything?
I know Ricky and Caesar have. I know Angie and Danny have.
Yes.
And I know, like, probably Yvonne and Melissa have as well. Like, those are the three teams that I think probably have been doing the most studying. And are probably most well-equipped for the last part of that final leg. Now we got to start thinking about the final leg.
Absolutely.
So, yes, Rod and Leticia in third, very solid leg. Amber and Danny, Amber and Vinny in fourth. Sure. Sure. Yvonne and Melissa jump up after all of them leave their detours at around the same time. And it becomes a 3-horse race at the end because Juan and Shane see Yvonne and Melissa pass them. And from the editing, it didn't seem like Sunny and Busy were all that behind.
Right.
They were probably like 5-10 minutes behind. But Yvonne and Melissa squeak in there. They're able to take fifth, which, hey, I'm not mad at that.
Works.
I'm happy about it. Juan and Shane dropped to sixth. I think that's fitting given, the fact that Juan was ill.
Yes.
They still made it through. For a second, I was like, oh, are the boys going home?
Yeah.
The goopery.
Yeah.
If they went home in this leg, I was like, for a second, I was like, are they going home? Whoa. But no, they do end up coming in sixth. And we lose Sunny and Busy. Another leg where I'm really sad at the elimination. It's this one, and then Karishma and Kishori was the other one that I was really, really upset about.
I'm sad about all of them. I like everybody.
I'm sad about all of them.
I like everybody. But yeah, they were so good. Like if they just would have learned directions, they could have been still solidly in this race because they ate up every task that they were given. So yeah, I love that they came in smiling. They were happy. They were like, it is what it is. My favorite part of the show in the moment was when Busy was like, Sunny was like, I think it was Sunny. Wait, let me look.
One of them.
It was Sunny. Sunny was like, oh, I miss my babies. I miss my family. I want to spend time and can't wait to spend time and win some money so I can go on vacation. They're like, I want to get one first place so we could get something to go spend time with our babies. And Busy was like, and she was like, no, this is for me. And she was like, no, we should spend time with our family, our babies. And Busy was like,
you can,
girl, but I'm going by myself.
Right.
And I'm spending this money on me. Like, this is for me.
I understand both of their perspectives.
Absolutely. But I fare on the side of the Busy side. I'm like, girl, no, this is for me.
I also fare on the side of the Busy side because I don't want kids.
I don't want kids either. So.
They are a team that I would really, if they do another redemption or second chances season or something like that, they're a team that I really would love to see again, simply just because I would love to see how their navigational skills have improved.
Yes.
But I also think like they're a fun team. They provided a lot of entertainment throughout this season. The sheer number of times that they were in dead last, slayed a task and jumped up. Saved themselves.
Yes.
Like, I would love to see how they would be able to do like at the front of the pack in a race.
Yes.
Like, that would be something I'd be intrigued to see. But
me too.
We do lose them. And speaking of losing, we see the preview where we are headed for the first time to Barbados. And of course we have to have all of the jump cuts to everyone being like, Rihanna's from here?
Work.
And we see Angie and Danny lose their crew.
They lost the crew.
I'm worried.
Me too.
I've been worried for them before in a
Me too.
preview, so I don't know what to expect. I'm worried.
Me too. I said, no, you lost the group.
No.
No.
Because I'm like, is that a penalty?
You're not supposed to lose your crew.
I'm worried about it being a penalty more than anything.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I'm worried. I don't want them to go out like that. That would be the worst way for them to go out of the race.
Absolutely.
But we'll
see what happens.
And we'll be back next week, same time, same-ish time, same place, same-ish us, maybe with a Jack.
Maybe.
To dive into episode 8 of Amazing Race. We've got 3 more episodes of this season, which I think originally might have been a 12-episode season, but because of re-editing, they didn't. We speculated on that last week, Lana. I don't know if you saw the speculation that we think the mega leg was originally supposed to be 2 episodes.
Right.
So, who knows? But we'll be back to dive into the last couple of episodes of Amazing Race. Let us know in the comments down below. What did you think of this episode? Are you sad to see Sunny and Busy go? Who are you rooting for going into our final 6? All those lovely things. So subscribe, like, and share on your way out. We greatly, greatly appreciate the support over here at The Cup TV. Down in the description below, you can find many things, including but not limited to all 3 of our other YouTube channels, all of our other audio podcasting links, our membership links, our Patreon, our social media links, which is at The Cup Pod on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok. Mine and Lana's social media links if you want to follow us, because we're great. And the link to go get your merch, including but not limited to Cup Mug. We did that in sync. Love that for us. With that being said, we're going to get out of here. So, cheers.
Cheers.
Da, 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 da.